Imagine the scene, the Etihad Stadium, a sea of sky blue pulsating with energy. The roar of the crowd is deafening, a wave of sound crashing down as the final whistle blows. Confetti cannons blast, showering the pitch in a flurry of celebration. Last season, Manchester City, under the tactical genius of Pep Guardiola, reigned supreme. They were the undisputed kings of the Premier League. Their brand of fluid, attacking football, leaving opponents breathless and broken, questioning their very existence. Every pass was a masterpiece, a brushstroke of brilliance, every goal a work of art, a testament to their collective genius. The roar of the crowd was deafening, a testament to the club's unwavering dominance, a symbol of their relentless pursuit of perfection. They lifted the coveted trophy, a symbol of their hard-earned triumph, their place at the pinnacle of English football, secured. They were untouchable, a force of nature, a dynasty in the making. But that was then. Fast forward to now, and the picture is drastically different. The air of invincibility has evaporated, replaced by a sense of unease, a gnawing doubt that lingers in the air. Cracks have appeared in the once impregnable fortress, fissures widening with each passing week. A humiliating 5-1 demolition by Arsenal served as a brutal wake-up call, exposing the team's defensive frailties and lack of creativity, revealing them to be mere mortals. And then, the ultimate humiliation, a 6-3 aggregate thrashing by the hands of Real Madrid, with Kylian Mbappe delivering a masterclass, a performance for the ages, bagging a hat-trick and sending City crashing out of the Champions League earlier than ever under Guardiola. The dream of European glory was shattered, reduced to dust. From champions to chumps, what has transformed this once unstoppable footballing machine, this symbol of excellence, into a team seemingly on the brink of collapse? What dark forces are at play, threatening to dismantle the empire of Pep Guardiola? This is Kick Espresso, and if you love the drama-filled world of football, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button to stay up to date on any future uploads. That being said, let's get back into the video. Manchester City's recent struggles aren't just a blip on the radar. They're a symptom of deeper issues plaguing the club both on and off the pitch. Last season's triumphs, while glorious, masked underlying problems that have now come to the forefront, festering beneath the surface like a hidden wound. The departure of key veterans like Gündoğan, who later did return, and Mahrez left significant leadership gaps in the squad. These weren't just players, they were pillars of the team's structure. Their experience and composure was vital in crucial moments. Their influence extended beyond the pitch. Their absence has been keenly felt, particularly in midfield, where City now often looked disjointed and lacking in creativity. With the midfield maestro missing, the orchestra was out of tune. The club attempted to fill these voids with new signings like Mateo Kovacic and Josko Gvardiol, but integrating new talent in Guardiola's complex system takes time, and the transition hasn't been smooth. The gears grinding, the machine sputtering. The reliance on aging stars like Kevin De Bruyne, whose fitness has become a concern, and Kyle Walker before his unexpected loan move, further contributed to the team's growing fragility, their bodies betraying them, and their legs weary. These subtle cracks in the foundation, initially overlooked amidst the celebrations, have now widened into gaping chasms, threatening to swallow the entire structure. But the on-field struggles are only half of the story. A storm is brewing off the pitch as well. The mid-season loan of Kyle Walker to AC Milan sent shockwaves through the footballing world, a seismic event that destabilized the very core of the team. While reports suggest Walker sought a change of scenery following personal controversies, the timing of the move raised eyebrows, especially given City's defensive struggles. The timing suspected, the motive unclear. Walker was a mainstay in Guardiola's backline, his pace and experience crucial in containing opposing attacks, a vital cog in the defensive machine. His departure left a gaping hole in City's defense, a void that seemed impossible to fill, forcing Guardiola to rely on younger, less experienced players, a gamble that backfired spectacularly. The team's defensive vulnerabilities were brutally exposed, culminating in the embarrassing defeats to Arsenal and Real Madrid, the floodgates opening and the dam breaking. The absence of Walker's leadership and defensive prowess has been a crucial turning point in City's season, triggering a downward spiral that has shaken the club to its core, a domino effect that has rippled through the entire team. The decision, seemingly innocuous at the time, has proven to be a catalyst for their downfall, a single event that unleashed a torrent of problems. But this was not the only turning point. The seeds of destruction were sown long before. The Champions League has always been City's holy grail, the trophy they crave more than any other, the ultimate prize, the symbol of European dominance. But this season's European campaign turned into a nightmare, a descent into hell. The group stage was marked by inconsistent performances and defensive lapses, foreshadowing the disaster to come, a premonition of doom. The knockout stages brought even more heartbreak, a series of agonizing defeats that shattered their dreams. First, a 4-2 defeat to Paris Saint-Germain, a humbling experience and a stark reminder of their weaknesses. Then, a tense and ultimately unsuccessful encounter with Real Madrid, a battle fought with courage but ultimately lost, and the taste of defeat bitter on their tongues. Then, the final nail in the coffin, the 6-3 aggregate loss to Real Madrid, a match where Kylian Mbappe ran a riot, a force of nature unleashed, scoring a hat-trick and dismantling City's defenses, exposing their weaknesses for all the world to see. This was City's earliest Champions League exit under Guardiola, a crushing blow to their ambition and a clear indication that something was fundamentally wrong, a sign that the empire was crumbling. The dream of European glory, once so tantalizingly close, had once again slipped through their fingers, leaving them empty-handed, and their hopes dashed. The pressure on Guardiola was mounting, the weight of expectation was crushing him. While City's on-field woes dominate the headlines, their off-field troubles are equally concerning, a dark cloud hanging over the club's future. The club is currently embroiled in a legal battle with the Premier League, facing 115 charges of alleged financial breaches between 2009 and 2018, a mountain of accusations that threaten to bury them. These charges, which include inflating sponsorship values and misrepresenting managerial salaries, could have serious repercussions for the club. A Pandora's box of potential punishments. If found guilty, City could face a range of penalties, from hefty fines and point deductions to the worst-case scenario, expulsion from the league, a fate that would condemn them into oblivion. The legal proceedings are complex and could drag on for years, casting a long shadow over the club's future, a dark cloud hanging over their heads. Even though City won a battle with the Premier League over associated party transaction rules, the larger financial fair play allegations remain unresolved, a ticking time bomb waiting to explode. This uncertainty adds another layer of complexity to City's current crisis, creating a cloud of doubt over their long-term stability, a constant reminder of their precarious position. The financial pressure, coupled with legal battles, creates a toxic environment, poisoning the atmosphere within the club. Despite the turmoil, Pep Guardiola has reaffirmed his commitment to Manchester City, extending his contract until 2027, which is a beacon of hope in the midst of despair. This show of faith from the manager is a significant boost for the club, providing a sense of stability amidst the chaos, a lifeline in the storm. However, Guardiola faces the biggest challenge of his career, a trial by fire. He must find a way to revitalize the team, address their defensive vulnerabilities, and navigate the complex legal landscape, a Herculean task that will test his skills to the limit. The signing of a Porto midfielder, Nico Gonzalez, for £50 million is a step in the right direction, providing much-needed depth in the midfield, especially after Rodri's season-ending injury. A glimmer of hope in the darkness, but more reinforcements are needed, and Guardiola must make shrewd decisions in the transfer market to build the squad and restore City's competitive edge, a delicate balancing act that requires both vision and pragmatism. Can he adapt his tactics, motivate his players, and steer the club through this turbulent period? His legacy, once seemingly undisputable, now hangs in the balance, and his reputation on the line. The growing discontent among City's fan base is palpable. A wave of anger and frustration is sweeping through the stands. The team's poor performance, coupled with the off-field controversies, have taken their toll on the supporters, and their patience is wearing thin. A controversial banner mocking Real Madrid's Vinicius Jr. backfired spectacularly, drawing widespread condemnation and further damaging the club's reputation. a PR disaster that further fueled the flames of discontent. Former players and pundits have also weighed in, criticizing Guardiola's tactical rigidity and his handling of the squad's changes, adding fuel to the fire. The pressure is on Guardiola to deliver results and to restore the fans' faiths, also to silence the critics, as the weight of expectation that threatens to crush him. The upcoming fixtures will be a defining moment for the club, a make-or-break period that will determine their fate. The once unwavering support now wavers, replaced by a mixture of anxiety and anger, the chance of support replaced by murmurs of discontent. The fans, once so loyal, are now questioning their allegiance as their faith is shaken. The atmosphere at the Etihad, once electric, is now thick with tension and a sense of unease. The Etihad Stadium, once a fortress for Manchester City, was a symbol of their invincibility, now has become a place of anxiety and frustration, a haunted house where their dreams go to die. Unexpected defeats at home have shattered the team's confidence and eroded their aura of invincibility, turning their sanctuary into a source of torment. The roar of the crowd, once a source of inspiration, now carries a hint of nervousness, reflecting the fans' growing unease and their cheers tinged with apprehension. Guardiola has openly expressed his concerns about the team's form, admitting they are struggling to find their rhythm and their play lacking the fluidity and precision that once defined them. The upcoming matches at the Etihad will be crucial in determining whether City can salvage their season or if further turmoil awaits, as their home ground is now a battleground where they must fight for survival. Their fortress has become a prison, trapping the team within its walls. Their once impregnable home now a place of fear. The weight of expectation hangs heavy in the air, suffocating the players and stiffening their creativity. Manchester City stands at a crossroads, a pivotal moment in their history. The club is facing a perfect storm of challenges, both on and off the pitch, a confluence of negative forces threatening to tear them apart. The on-field struggles, the legal battles, the fan discontent, and the loss of key players have created a crisis of confidence, a deep-seated malaise that permeates every aspect of the club. Guardiola's ability to navigate this turbulent period will be crucial in shaping the club's future, and his leadership skills will be tested like never before. Will he be able to rejuvenate the squad, inject new life into the team, adapt his tactics to changing landscapes of football, and restore City's dominance? Or will the club succumb to the pressure, crumbling under the weight of expectation and continuing its downward spiral? Their fall from grace, a spectacle for the world to witness? The answers to these questions will unfold in the coming months, determining whether Manchester City can reclaim its place among the elite, rebuild their shattered empire, or is this the season that marks the beginning of a long and painful decline, a tragic tale of turmoil and downfall? The future of the club hangs in the balance, their destiny uncertain. The echoes of past glories now serve as a haunting reminder of what they once were, a ghost of their former selves. But the question remains, can they rise from the ashes, or are they destined to fade into obscurity?